Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84 and a big thank you for joining me on another episode of Bello Calcio. We are currently out in Japan managing Shonan Bellmare as we look to defend our J-League crown. So if you were with us yesterday, you would have seen us fall to Daegu FC as we kicked off our second AFC Champions League campaign. Wasn't the best of results, wasn't the best of performances either. And since then, we have kicked on and moved forwards to the start of the J-League campaign, and we are going to be facing Vissel Kobe. Let's fill you in with a few of the blanks, though, as we have been moving along. So after we lost to Daegu FC, we beat Matsumoto Yamaga FC 4-1 in a friendly, a game where there were goals for Tabira, there were goals for Dennis Lutka-Free, Machida and Sho Marita getting the goals there. And then we played against Kigwancha. Not too sure where they're from. They are from the DPR Korean Republic. Yeah, we beat them 2-0 in a game. We were really convincing this game. Probably could have scored more goals, should have scored more goals. But goals from Sato and Okamoto were enough for us to take 3 points. First 3 points in that AFC Champions League Group H. The last thing to show you, just before we jump into the game, I can't remember exactly who we'd signed, who we hadn't in the last episode, but just to show off, Dennis Lutka-Free, who I've just mentioned, scored in that game. He has come from Borussia Dortmund. I think he's a signing that we're probably not going to keep for too long. He was a £2.2 million signing. Probably one we're going to develop and then move on. We've got Gabriel Aranda. He is an Argentinian 21-year-old centre-back who I hope is going to be able to replace Aboa Bonner. You've got Yuto Yamada. He has come from Kashiwa Reysol. Sorry, apologies. Yuto Yamada, yeah, he is a midfielder centre. Rotation option really. And then Tepe Yoshida is a 21-year-old attacking midfielder centre. Again, another rotation option that our scouts seem to love. They think he has a 5-star potential when stacked against our own team. So yeah, Godfrey Aboa Bonner has left the club. He has gone to play for Kano Pillars. We have then loaned out a few of the under-21s. So Brihi, Luca, Tim Akinola's gone out. Who else has gone? Joao Lopez has gone out on loan, and then we have sold a few of the Deadwood players as well. That some of the older players or the players who had asked to leave at the end of the season. So then that brings us up to date nicely to the start of the season. We're going to be playing Vissel Kobe. Let's show you the starting lineup as we kick off another J-League campaign. Here we go then, the first starting 11 of a brand new season, and the players we are going to be putting out on the pitch against Vissel Kobe are Graka in goal, Takahashi, Ono, Aranda and Okamoto at the back, Tachi as the anchorman, Barada and Patati as the two attacking or central midfielders, should I say, not attacking midfielders. We've got Machida, Nago and Maxwell as the attacking three. Fingers crossed this is going to be the team that gets us the first 3 points as we look to make a flying start in the defence of our J-League crown. Here we go then, the big build-up for the first game of the season. As you can see our lineup there on screen. Here is our opponents, Vissel Kobe. You can see Mr. Iniesta. He's still playing football at this stage. They have Bojan and Lincoln still too. You can see a blank league table. I'm not too sure why they put that up sometimes at this point of the season, knowing it's the first game. Nobody has played. No points are on the board. But hopefully we're going to start the season flying. We have a good record against Vissel Kobe, actually. I think in the last season we beat them 3 times maybe. I know we played them in a cup game as well as in the league games. But we're going to look really to start flying. But it's Vissel Kobe who are going to have the first chance, it seems, as Matsuda is in down the right-hand side, plays the Yamaguchi. Iniesta getting involved again. At this stage of his career in this league, I'm surprised that he's able to see as much action as he is. But he's pulling the strings in the middle of the park. He's involved again as he gives the ball to Yamaguchi, who's had a shot from distance, and that goes past Graka in goal. And luckily for us, he's out for a goal kick. So both teams looking pretty even. We're going to have a corner kick here as Barada swings it in. There is Kazunari Ono with a header. We're not saying, oh no, we're saying, oh yeah. I know that's a bit cheesy, but hey ho, that is what we are going for. Not oh no, oh yeah, 1-0, header at the near post, and that is the start we were looking for. Hopefully we're going to build on that as the half goes on. Still 25 minutes left of the half. We are ramping it up, it seems now, with 5 shots, 3 on target already in the game. If only we could get another highlight or two, or give us something else to shout about. Players seem to be doing fine on the pitch. Barada maybe a little bit lacking in energy at the start of the season, but Iniesta is on a corner. It's crossed in. Lincoln has hit the outside of the post, and luckily for us, it goes out for a goal kick rather than coming back to him and giving him a chance to put it in the net. We are dealing with this game quite well, and a chance is going to come to us just before half time. It seems Barada's got the ball. He sprays it out to Okamoto. What can he do with it from there? He pulls it back. Patati goes to ground. We're going to have a penalty. Now, if I remember rightly, I set this up so Maxwell will take the penalties. He's our best penalty taker. Penalty is awarded. Let's see if it's actually Maxwell that's... No, it's Patati, so not too sure whether the game has just gone above my head or not, but Patati steps up. It doesn't matter anyway. He's put it away. It's 2-0 in the 46th minute of the game. I think he's going to be a kid that is quite special. If you followed Leeds United Pride of Yorkshire, you'll see that we did actually sign him in that save. Didn't really come to anything because he didn't get a chance when we were signing players like De Ketelaere and James Maddison and those types. But he was on our radar in that save, and I'm really surprised that we managed to get him at Shonan Bellmare, and he's already proving his worth in the middle of the park. So we're going to push on through half time. Not going to make any changes. I think we're just going to try and keep the pressure on. If we can keep creating chances like we have been, we've had 8 shots, 4 on target already in the first half. I think there are a few more goals up for grabs if we can get Maxwell involved. I don't think he's done much. Don't remember seeing him popping up in the first half, but he only needs seconds, Maxwell, and he can be lethal. And we are building again through Patati, and some nice triangles playing here, but we need to move forwards, and that's what happens with Okamoto. Here is Maxwell. He crosses it in. Nago with the tap in. It's 3-0. Thought for a second we were going to get a VAR check for an offside, but the ball was played backwards, I think, so no need to even look at it. And as Maxwell gets in, thinking he might have had a shot himself, unselfishly looked up, saw Nago in the middle of the box, and he has tapped it into the empty net. And we are off to a flyer. 55 on the clock, 3-0 up. But Iniesta swings a corner in looking for Bojan, and we deal with that well. Nago's going to get to the ball first. He cuts back inside his man, plays it to Machida. If he can play the ball to Maxwell, that's really unfortunate, because if Maxwell would have got in there, he would have been away from Vermaelen in no time at all. But instead, they've turned it around, and now it is Vissel Kobe on the attack. They've swung the ball in for Lincoln. He has headed it onto the roof of the net. So they are still dangerous, even at 3-0 down. I would rather not be giving goals away. But what we are going to do is make a few substitutions. I think we have got... Tachi is looking a little bit tired, so Miyuki is going to come on and cover for him. Why did that drop that all the way down to there? I'm not too sure what happened there. But also Josh Brooking can come on in place of Okamoto as we look to contain the attacks downsides of the pitch. But it is Vissel Kobe again on the attack here as Iniesta's involved. Passes it straight to Nago, which is uncharacteristic of him, and now Maxwell turns the afterburners on. He's beaten the defence all by himself, and he's beaten the goalkeeper from the edge of the box. And a 4-0 victory. Already calling it 4-0, it might be more, but 4-0 scoreline, sorry, in the opening game of the season is exactly what we have come for. I did ponder whether our team might have been a little bit weakened after some of the things that had happened in the transfer market, but bearing in mind we don't have Lutka Free on the pitch because I believe he picked up a knock, and we still have a 4-goal advantage. Patati's really turning into a bit of a worldie of a signing, and just waiting to see what happened there as Lincoln gets the ball, crosses it in. The shot was blocked. They're still building up the play. Mamadou Shot from distance, going to be dragged past the post. The flares are going off there in the crowd. The crowd love it. And so do we. 4-0 scoreline so far. Josh Brooking now getting involved. Plays to Maxwell, to Nago. Who crosses it to Takahashi. Gets cut out though. Lincoln is absolutely everywhere. This Lincoln is... Like, I've got to question why he's in Japanese football. Like, no offence to Japanese football. There's nothing wrong with it. But Lincoln seems to be a cut above. And they keep getting him in. Luckily for us, he hasn't done anything yet. But I'm probably about to curse that. They're working it nicely. They get it into the box. It's a cross that looks to come in, but it's blocked. And Nago has got the ball now, and Iniesta's chasing him, so we know we've got the advantage there. He switches the play to Machida, who plays it through to Barada, and he has given us a 5th goal. And we are in dreamland on opening day of the season. 5-0, 75 minutes. This really is spectacular. I'm going to be honest, I thought we would struggle. We lost some key players at the end of the first season, with like missing Elianusi and Wellington, and Abo Bonner went. I thought this could be difficult, but it looks like the signings we have made, Aranda, Patati, Maxwell came in at the end of the season anyway, and then the young players also from England that we signed, the likes of Brooking, Wellens, they're all in there, they're all involved, and I think they've got a big part to play in this save too as we go forwards. Initially, I signed a lot of them just to basically use for a season and then sell on, even if it was making us a couple of grand profit. But looking at this, we might have to keep a hold of some of them and maybe even sign some more of them when they are released by the big clubs in England in the next window. But we have a corner which is dealt with by Vissel Kobe. They're going to be on the counter-attack now as Sakai brings it forward. But Brooking is there, proving his worth at right back. Makes the tackle, ball goes out for a throw-in. And after 81 minutes, we really have been the dominant team in this game. I know we have scored 5 goals, but in terms of chances and shots on target and everything like that, we really have put them to the sword. And we're in again here as Patati has scored again. Is this one going to stand though? I thought the ball was played backwards. I guess we're going to find out in a minute. It looks like the goal stands. Replay goal, it says. Maxwell plays it to Brooking. He's definitely not offside there. Patati can't be offside, so I don't know what we were looking for the offside. Maybe it was in the first phase of the play with Maxwell, but we really don't care. It's 6-0. This is exactly what we were hoping for. I've got to, again, I'm going to say, I've got to admit, after the Daegu game, I really did have some doubt. But look at that. That is all you can ask for. Every striker has had a goal involvement. The 2 central midfielders have had goal involvements. Even getting one of our centre-backs in on the act too. It's been a perfect starting day of the brand new J-League campaign, and we are looking to continue where we left off last season by retaining this title. So that gets us through opening day. Let's have a look at the league table after the first round of games. And there we are, back on our throne at the top of the table. 3 points from the first game, a goal difference of 6. So let's look at the schedule. Where can we come back? So we have got Ho Chi Minh City in the Champions League next. And then we have a run of games of Montevideo Yamagata, Tokyo, Urara Red Diamonds, Daegu, Tokyo Verdy, Shimizu Exports. So I'm thinking I might go through Ho Chi Minh, the 3 J-League games, Daegu, then the 2 J-League games, and then come back for the Ho Chi Minh City game on the 4th of April. That gives us enough time to be building a bit of momentum as we go along. Also, that Ho Chi Minh City game means that there are 2 games left in the Champions League, so we'll know our fate, whether we're going to qualify or not from that. And I think that is a sensible time to come back. So I am going to wrap this one up. Firstly, if you're at this point of the video, you've enjoyed today's episode and you want to see more content and you're enjoying the content that is on the channel already, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to help the channel out. Appreciate every single person that takes the time to do that. I really do appreciate it. First year of YouTube has been fantastic. Look forward to bringing some great content in year 2 to go along with it. But for this one, I am going to wrap it there. Come back tomorrow we're going to be playing against Ho Chi Minh City in the Champions League.